I was just talking about how ChatGPT makes it really easy to personalize your business emails, whether you're inviting people to a chapter or you're inviting people to discover your business. I even used this morning because I got an email from through BNI Connect from a lady in England who was looking for a travel agent here in Hawaii because she's got a bunch of people coming to the convention. And Malaka Takumi does have a travel agent. So I was in, but there was no email. She wasn't sure if the email went through BNI Connect. And the website was in Japanese because that's our Japanese English chapter. So what I was able to do is the CSC, go in there, grab the email, and then put together information about the person who is requesting the information about the member who's a travel agent. And also from going to coffee hours, I also knew that Cheryl was another travel agent. So I was able to send that information as well. And just taking that little bit of information from Cheryl's site, from BNI Connect, putting it in there. And I was able to make a very personalized email to both of them. So you can engage your audience. It looks like you've put a lot of research in there. Meanwhile, all you've done is grabbed a website and asked ChatGPT to analyze the website to make a personalized email for you. And it builds trust. That's sort of where I stopped before. I got an email this morning that said, "Dear name arrow," which again tells me the email came from a CRM. It went to everyone. And I understand that, but it also shows that you didn't even take the time to set up your CRM correctly. So kind of stuff like that really erodes trust, unless you already know the person. And in my case, I emailed them and asked them if they needed help with their setting up their CRM. So tried to get some business out of it. And it boosts response rates because when you show that you care and you personalize, people are more apt to respond to you. This prompt, can screen capture it. I will be sending after this. So if everyone who wants a replay and wants if you could put your name and your email in the chat for me, that would be great. At the end of this, if you hang on a couple of minutes, I will put PDF that's got kind of summary of this presentation into the chat for you. So this is the secret behind ChatGPT. You really need to tell it exactly what you want. Otherwise it goes off on its own, it hallucinates, it makes things up, or it grabs things from the web and its own thing. It tries to be more helpful. So that happened to me when I was doing a newsletter for Luana. It grabbed information from the web and did not the way I should have, and boom, gave credit to the property manager as being the real estate person, and the real estate person was super upset. And so I had to go back and explain that was not malice. That was Heather didn't proofread and hallucinated. So don't go on an apology tour like Heather. Proofread your stuff. It's a great tool, but like any tool, measure twice, cut once. This is, again, measure twice, cut once. You put your prompt in, and then you ask it to generate the email once it's gathered all your information. And very important, review the output for accuracy and for tone, because again, a well-known problem is AI hallucinates. So you definitely like spell check and proofread your own work, proofread ChatGPT's work, and then add your own special to it. I do my newsletter. I always, for Luana, I put in a Hawaiian flair. So it puts in a lot of emojis with little flowers, and it uses some Hawaiian words in the newsletter. So you can also program it when you're inputting your prompt. As creative as you are, as creative ChatGPT will be. The other thing that I do for myself, and I could do something separate. I don't want to talk about paid ChatGPT accounts. I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, I got to spend $20 a month. But once you start paying for either OpenAI or Anthropic or any of the large language models out there, they let you do a little bit more fine tuning where you can program your own GPTs. So instead of every time having to put in the prompt, every time having to reteach it, your brand voice or your business, you can program that custom GPT. And that's what I've done for the BNI letter writer that I'll be sharing with you. I took a lot of material from BNI, a lot of stuff that Benjamin had put together that I thought was fantastic for really informing people about BNI and what's available. And it really puts together some excellent letters for people. So that way it's even less time you have to spend. But the other great part about it is if you're not looking to invest another $20 a month, you don't want to program it. Another thing you could do is create a PDF with information about your business, your writing style. And then every time you go to use it, feed that PDF in with all of your information in there. Say, understand Heather Duraco from this PDF, and then using the information that you've learned about Heather and InsureBot Solutions, I need you to do X and put in the prompt, whether it's writing a newsletter, whether it's writing an email, a blog post, whatever your desire is. But that's how I save some more time is I create very specialized GPTs or language learning models to do the task that I want it to. Because efficiency, that's the name of the game for me. And I'm sure if Diana was co-hosting this with me, she would be all over that word efficiency. So, yeah, need to identify the key information, like we talked about, train the model. So as much data as you can put in. I was talking earlier about a project I'm working on with Marilyn, and we took a bunch of old episodes, lack of a better word, of the magazine to put in there to create a very analysis tool of what kind of articles do the people that normally get put into this magazine, what should we put in there to really keep the flavor and the tradition of this magazine. So getting into setting up tasks and regular updates, you should absolutely update it with new information. Setting up tasks that gets a little bit more difficult, that you're using tools like Zapier to zap in prompts, zap out stuff to your folders. So that's advanced ChatGPT. This is let's I should have edited this and taken that one out, but we can absolutely do an advanced class at some other point. Come on. So time saving. Yes, it has your brand across if you program it correctly. But again, proofread, take out that last bullet point about something that's maybe more advanced than you really want to present to your audience. And you can scale it as your business grows and changes. So it has a memory, and ChatGPT 4 can read websites. So that's like amazing part of this for you being able to do some stuff. So what I'm going to do now is start our journey and have something queued up. So this time we won't have to like time. I know there was a lot of lag and everything took so long. So what I did was I found, because what I've been looking for besides powerhouses in MLM companies that are looking for an avatar, I've also been looking for web designers that are looking for a bot creation tool for their websites. So that would be amazing for my power team in Luana. This BNI inviter, I'll share it with all of you. I've programmed it to write an email for inviting people to chapters. And the prompt I set up, please visit the website, gather the owner's name and contact email from the site so I don't have to look it up. I would probably confirm that just in case. Invite them to the BNI meeting. Here are the details. When's your BNI meeting? Your registration link, because you don't want to send out that Zoom link. You want them to register so you get credit and they get emails afterwards from BNI. And then a little bit about me. And as I was playing with this, internet really focuses on InsureBot solutions being only for insurance companies. So what I figured out I had to do is retool the prompt for myself to say what I really wanted it to focus on when it was creating the email. Now, what I would do with this, well, it's saved in my account, so I don't have to. But if you didn't have some place where this was all saved, once you created this, save it as a text file somewhere on your computer so you can just cut and paste. And all you have to do is just change the website of whoever you're looking for. And then you press the button, right? Really? Every time I try to do something live. So it was searching the web. Okay, it was worse. So let's see if I can search again. Okay, I did try this before. I knew it was going to find Scott. It found Scott's information. It searched the web for it, and then it drafted me an email. So Scott, networking event, a little bit about me, how AI tools can help his services, and an opportunity, which I would probably edit this 3 to 20 times more effective than traditional lead generation. But again, once it spits it out for you, you've taken a lot less time. You just edit this, and it's like having a personal secretary that you are just doing this, and it finds you. Let me know if you'd like me to make any adjustments. So let's say I want to make it longer, because everyone loves a longer email, right? And I do like the longer email because not only does it focus on what I can do to network with them, it really gives them a better overview of what BNI can do for their business. So it's like, can Heather help? And how can BNI help them? And anyone who's hung out with Benjamin for a while has heard his story about guests. And I think it's one of the most powerful stories from BNI is that he had a visitor at a meeting once, and that visitor gave him the most business he had had all year. It was like different for his um state business. So the power of a visitor, even if they don't join the chapter, is huge.